This is going to be a shorter, I'm showing you standing options. You can certainly try any of this seated. Some of it is more workable than others. I have a chair so that you have a little support if needed. Make sure it's on a non-slick surface or that it's a sturdy chair. You could also use your wall or a counter if that works better for you. So let's start with a slightly wide stance so we feel steady on our feet. Push down into your feet so your legs and feet feel deeply rooted into the ground. Shoulders back and down, good posture. Start by rolling your shoulders. Good, now bring your hands to your shoulders. Circle your elbows, just get a little deeper in there. Now you feel your shoulder blades tucking onto your back just a little bit more. Reverse directions, drawing those circles with your elbows. And relax your arms to your sides, circle your hips. Big circle. And reverse directions. Bring your hips still. Inhale, sweep your arms up, climb an invisible ladder, one hand over the other. If you feel unsteady, keep one hand down and just kind of stretch up through one hand, and then you can switch sides. Exhale, lower your arms, lace your fingers at the small of your back, stretch your hands down to the floor. If you're unable to do that, just reach down through your fingertips. And release. Take your feet even just a little bit wider, even if it's just a baby step wider. Make a bigger circle with your hips. And reverse it. Good, bring your hips still, making sure again that your chair is on a non-slick surface. This can be done with a chair back or with a countertop or a tabletop, it doesn't matter, but with your hands on whatever your surface is, push out into your feet so your legs are very straight. Slide your hiney back, lower your chest. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Soften your chest down toward the chair back. Keep your neck long, extending from your spine. Press into your heels to come up. Lift one or both arms up overhead. Exhale, lower your arms. Let's do it again. Slide your hiney back, lower your chest. Push into your heels, come up, lift one or both arms. Exhale, lower. One more time, hind and back, lower your chest. Push into your heels, inhale, one or both arms. Lower. All right, good. Step your feet slightly closer together, just about hip distance apart. Use the chair as lightly as possible. Press way up onto your tippy toes, hold it. And then slowly lower your heels like you're pressing air out of a bellows, slowly. And as soon as you just barely feel the ground under your heels, lift your toes. When you're doing this, try to avoid rocking your hips back and forth. Okay, we want to try to keep the body as stable as we can, so we're really utilizing the muscles in the lower leg. Press way up onto your tippy toes, hold it. Slowly lower your heels. As soon as you feel them touch the ground, pull your toes off the floor so you feel that fire in your shins. Press up. Slowly lower, pull your toes up. You can also do this seated, just extending your leg, pointing and flexing your toes. Let's do this one more time each way. So pressing way up onto your tippy toes. This time for balance, hold here. See if you can lift one arm. Focus your eyes. Try to relax your breathing. Whoa, maybe you can lift both arms if that feels steady. Whoa, lower one arm. Lower the other. Slowly lower the heels. Good. You might feel your calves right now. I know I do. All right, come over to the side of your chair, if you are using a chair. Feet about hip distance apart. Shift your weight over into your right foot. We're going to practice our curtsies for the queen. So focus right now on your head staying very level. Like to say if you had a teacup balanced on your head, you wouldn't want it to slide off. So our torso is very steady and stable. As our weight shifts to the right foot and there's less weight on the left, we're going to take the left foot back and across. I'm not dipping forward when I do that. I'm staying very steady, back and across, eyes forward, and curtsy. And how far you go just depends on what's comfortable for you. Obviously, if this doesn't feel good to your knees, then don't do it. Check that you can always see the toe of your front foot. So you don't want the knee to go past the toe. Let's do one more. Good, let's go to the other side. So this time you're going to shift your weight into your left foot, step back and across with the right, keeping your head and shoulders level. You don't have to go at my pace, go at your pace. One more. Good. Come behind your chair, feet about shoulder distance apart, shoulders back and down, strong through your core. Squat, reaching your hiney back like there's a chair just a little bit too far behind you. Stand up tall, press to your toes. Lower your heels. Slide your hips way back. What we don't want to do is really bend forward as the bottom goes back. So we've still got this teacup on our head, right? I'm going to keep the spine neutral as the knees bend. Come to the side of your chair. Shake your legs out just a little bit. This will be our last leg exercise, then we'll do something seated. Shift your weight into your left foot. Lift and lower the right. Try to avoid leaning as you lift your leg. Our goal is to make the movement very fluid, so it takes the same amount of time to lift as to lower. We don't want to just hoist it up and drop it, right? We want to be very controlled. So standing tall, we're going to lift it and lower it, kind of squeezing as you come down. See if you can keep your toes pointing straight ahead. They tend to want to open here, so turn forward and come down. It's a lot harder that way. Let's do two more. Good, come to the other side of your chair. Shift your weight into your right foot now, shoulders back and down. Keep the posture up. And lift and lower. Good. Come to the front of your chair. Make sure you can feel the chair on the back of your legs. We don't want to sit on nothing. That's never a good thing. And sit all the way down to the middle of your chair. And then maybe scoot forward just a little bit so we're not bumping up against the back of the chair. Reach your right arm way up into the sky, left arm down to the floor. Now see if you can bring your fingertips together. They may not come anywhere close to touching, and just see where you can get them. Shoulders back, head back. It could be that just stretching right here is a good endpoint for you. Again, if you bump into stiffness, resistance, or pain, then don't go beyond that. If you can bring your fingertips toward each other, there may be a big gap, and that's okay. Maybe you can inch them a little bit closer. Good. Switch. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale as you reach. One more on each side. Good. Relax your arms down. If you can, hug your right knee toward your chest. If that's difficult for you, you can use a towel or a belt under your thigh to help you hold it. So we're going to hold the knee here, we're going to sit tall and just draw a circle. And reverse. Set your foot down, push into your legs to get a little bit taller. Hug the opposite knee up if you can. Use a strap or a towel if you need, and draw a circle. And reverse it. Both feet flat, feet kind of wide apart, push into your legs, lift your chest up, press into your legs and actively slide your hips back, reach your chest forward. So it's like you're being stretched in two directions. Your hips are pushing back, your chest is coming forward. See if you can lay your ribs all the way down on your lap, keeping your neck long. So I'm not dropping my head and I'm not straining to look up. I'm keeping my neck long. Push into your knees to sit tall. Let's do that again. Press into your knees, stretching long out over your lap. Push into your knees to come up. One more time. Slide your hips back, reach your heart forward. Try to peer over the edge of the cliff. That's always what I imagine when I do this. Push into your knees to come up. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, lower. One more big breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower. Thank you.